you're a man of many trades now, right? Like you're a businessman. Mm-hmm. The head of hip hop, TuneCore. Mm-hmm. But also you got and we'll get into that, but the Hip Hop Museum.
Yeah, man.
Talk to us about that.
Shout out to the entire Hip Hop Museum, man. I'm actually a board member at the Hip Hop Museum, and it's going to be an amazing establishment, worldwide attraction in New York City. Dope. Next year, 2026, you're going to really see it unfold, open up. Wow. And man, I think it's going to be a blessing for the culture, man. A place where you can go and celebrate hip hop and learn your history about hip hop and have an experience. One of the best things I like about it is that kids can go on you know how when you was a kid and they took you to the museum? Yeah. It was cool. That was great to learn that. But now you can go to the Hip Hop Museum. Then they got an area where you can actually go in there and learn how to make beats. You know what I'm saying? Another area where you can go over there and learn how to MC. You know what I'm saying? Learn how to rap. You can get on the mic and freestyle. Like I said, learn how to DJ, all of that. So the experience for the kids is why it's really made me fall in love with it. I love the history of hip hop. They got K-Slade crown chain in there. They got memorabilia from so many of your favorite artists. So that's going to be dope. Also, what I like about it is they're not just celebrating the history of hip hop, but the current state of hip hop. Like a lot of the new artists getting love too as well.
Smart.
So they tying it, and it's going to be a place where you can hold like real quality events at. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all ever in New York and you want to tour, let me know. I'll bring you through there, and you'll see everything I'm saying in front of your eyes, bro. It's going to be real dope, man.
Hell yeah, that's super dope.
Real dope.
So 2026 is when it's
2026 is opening. You're going to see concerts, everything going down. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's behind it. You know what I'm saying? The city of New York is behind it. You got great politicians who donated a lot of money to the museum. Okay. So it's like a I don't want to quote me wrong on the number, but it's like it's millions and millions of dollars involved. No, I'm saying like 50,000 square feet.
I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. You don't strike me as a dude that'll really rock with the current state of hip hop aside from the few. You know what I mean? How do you feel about the state of hip hop right now? In all honesty.
Man, I got some artists who I like, you know what I mean? But I'll be fronting if I sit up here and say you that, everything is dope. Nah, you got trash shit too. Some of this shit is horrible, man. I can't front, but I got some artists that I do rock with. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if that answers your question, man.
Nah,
you know what
absolutely. I mean?
It's just, I got some artists I like. I think some is trash. You always had trash though.
It's true.
You know what I'm saying? It's true. You can't say that in every era you ain't had, but you always had.
It was a lot more difficult back then, because I used to do music, right? Mm-hmm. It was a lot more difficult back then to be able to record a song than it is now.
So when
we talk about trash, there's a lot more trash.
That's part of it.
Nigga had to actually spend money to go in the studio. Yeah. Now it's like you record some shit in their iPhone. And they think they're a rapper, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man, but you're right about that. A studio was like gold back then, man. Yo, he got a studio in the crib. Word?
I never even seen until recently, which I got no problem with. I never seen people so much spit bars sitting down.
Yo, you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy about that? The first time I seen that, I was like, what the f*** is he doing? Like that shit, I was like, yo, record sitting down. Not even are they recording sitting down, they take the mic out of the booth and sitting here with us like this is shit. I'm like, it was a big thing to go in the booth and lay your verse. Like you was there by yourself. That shit made your focus different. I turn the lights out when I go in the booth. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It was just you and the microphone. These is like, that's crazy. The sitting down shit is crazy. Yeah, that shit is crazy.
But it's just because it used to be like the presence. You could hear it in the mic. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like you should be able to, you want to visualize this. And then a lot of the people now you got to think about when you visualize it, it's like a whole different experience. They don't even want to stand up for the shit. You know what I mean? Like you ain't standing behind your own bars. What's going on? You know what I mean? But it's just different. It's a different.
Nah, you ain't lying. That shit blew my mind, man. That might have blew my mind more than when I first realized that everybody was wearing skinny jeans. I was like shopping and I'm in the store one day, it just happened overnight. I'm in the store and I'm like, yo, I went to a couple stores and I couldn't find no regular jeans. So I grabbed the dude that worked there. I said, yo, man, let me ask you a question, man. Why none of y'all stores sell regular jeans no more?
Y'all keep y'all real.
He like, this is what I got. I'm saying, bro, listen. I'm like, bro. He like, what do you mean? I said, no. I explained it to him. He said, nobody buys them no more, bro.
He had to whisper, like, I'm going to be honest with you.
I was like, I walked out of there like, this shit is crazy, man. These niggas really changed this shit.
The shit that fucked me up was when they started downloading beats. Because back in the day, you used to have to know that made beats. Have beats.
All you had to do back in the day was get the J Arms tapes.
It went crazy. He said J Arms.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's what it used to be. You get them tapes, they got like 36 beats on there.
You had to get the new J Arms.
Yeah.
J Arms got a new joint. Word, you go in there, you gonna find something to rap. But you took it back further than he did.
Yeah.
You took it back further when you said you couldn't even download, but you just me up when you said J Arms.
Yeah.
I ain't hear that shit in so long, bro.
Yeah, every week there was like a new drop. Every time.
Wow.
Yeah, that shit was the heat right there.
You know what's crazy? With the way you told your story, like when you came to New York and you went and got my CD off of, like, you like the third person that told me that I had like that same experience. Like, yo, I came into New York, I was moving around, and I heard this dude on the radio, and the dude he was talking about was me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He talked about the bootleg CDs, just that whole era. It was crazy to hear you tell that story.
Yeah, that's a hell of a time right there. You know what I'm saying? I'm an 80s baby, but, really the 90s raised me. You know what I mean? Being born in 85, I can't really claim it. I was 5 years old. There used
to be, I don't want to say a ritual, but a ritual to finding music. You didn't know about it unless somebody put you onto it, or you happened to catch it on the radio at the time that it came on, or you caught the spot on BET or the late night, or whatever it was on the box.
Yeah, you had to wait up. Nigga, we used to wait up, tired as a motherfucker, just to watch videos.
Just to catch the video drop. Like, I heard him dropping
Not
video.
knowing what time the shit's gonna drop.
I used to get out of school and run home so I could catch Video Music Box, because this shit used to come on at like an awkward ass hour. So my school was in Brownsville, like I told you earlier. So I had to run down the hill, come flying in the crib, just so I could watch videos, bro.
Did you have that channel, The Box? Where you had to call
that's the
in,
cable joint. The cable, I couldn't call in. I couldn't afford that.
Nah.
But I used to watch that shit though.
I got my ass whooped behind that shit before, because you could call it right through there. It got charged to the phone bill back in the day. So I used to just. Girl, you a no name.
Those type of joints. But in New York, only certain boroughs had that shit. That shit was like a Queens thing. So when I was at my grandma's crib, I used to go watch that shit. In Brooklyn, we had Bobby Simmons. You ever heard of Bobby Simmons? Yeah, Bobby Simmons was an ill nigga, man. Bobby Simmons used to stand in front of a fucking camera, talk his shit, and play videos. But he used to take requests, though. Real hood, though. Like, just him and a fucking camera in an empty-ass room. Shout out to Bobby Simmons, man.
You gotta look him up now.
Yeah. Well, before him, we had Ralph McDaniels, of course, Video Music Box. Right. And then later on, we got Bobby Simmons.
When did you know? Like, when did you know that? Obviously, you said you wanted to do music, but when did you know that I'm gonna make it somewhere in the music industry?
To be honest with you, I always believed in myself, man, because, Papoose wasn't just me, bro. Like, I had an army with me that all believed in me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how, I don't like, I walk humble, but that's how incredible I was as a rapper, as an artist, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got homies and family throughout the entire New York City. If anybody said they rapped, they would call me like, yo, Pat, we got one. It was like a cheat code. Yo, he gonna put his money up. And I would come over there, we take the dude money or whatever, we battle, whatever. But it became more than that. See, I did something real stupid when I was young. I made a big mistake. That's why I always tell kids, man, if you want to do music, put that second, but stay in school and then get a job. You know what I'm saying? And whatever you got to do. But you can do music, but, focus on doing the right thing. So what I did was I told myself, I said, one day I'm going to be a rapper. This is as a kid. You got a lot of dudes, I'm not a rapper, I'm a gangster. You know what I mean? Me, I'm a rapper, bro. I'm not ashamed of it. You know what I mean? So I told myself at a young age, one day I'm going to be successful, I'm going to be a big rapper, and everything going to be okay. So what that caused me to do was, until my rap career take off, I'm just going to hustle. And that caused me to end up in the street, you know what I'm saying? Which is something I should have never did. And I started getting caught up in the street, started hustling, different things started transpiring. You know what I'm saying? So I wish I didn't do that. I wish I would have just, you can be an artist one day, but, finish school, do the right thing, don't get in trouble. You know what I mean? So that was one of the mistakes I would say I made at a young age.
When we hear stories like that, right, about the hustling, because even I took place in that when I was coming up, right? As much as I regret it's what gave us. It's what turned us into who we are. Because that hustling mentality, right, is not just out there hustling. Mm-hmm. It's when you're in that studio. It's when you're to be the businessman that you are today. It took that hustle. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? That hustle that you have. So you're an OG that you have that capability to speak to the children out like, yo, you could do it without it. Right. But that's part of what shaped you because that might have not been around in those schools at that time for somebody to be like, yo, Pat, this is how you hustle. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So the reason you are who you are today is partly because of that hustle.
Well, I can say this, yes, I'll take that from, you know what I mean? And I'll give you that, you know what I mean? I agree with you on that. But the one thing, what I always tell the little homies out there is, and one thing I know about the street, and whenever I got somebody I love or care about, or even just a young kid that I see, when I talk to him, I tell them this shit right here, and this is real. This is one of the realest things I could tell them. You in the street, everybody don't make it out. You know that, right? So you playing that street game, just know that could be you that don't make it. Or you and your crew, all y'all not gonna make it to tell a story about what happened. So that's what my regret come in at when I say I wish I never got involved in that because, you know, my little cousin who his mother and my mother are identical twins. He's no longer here. He got shot in his head. You know what I'm saying? And when I say Papoose, it's not just one person. It's a crew. It's a family. You know what I'm saying? And we all believed in Papoose. Like one day this is gonna happen. This is gonna change our lives. But until that happened, we're gonna do the street shit. And if we never learned that and never took on that street mentality, he'd probably still be here. You know what I mean? So that's what my regret comes. Yeah, what you said is 100% right. It builds character and it made us who we are today. But if we never take part in that, we never think like that, we never live like that, you know what I'm saying? And our lives might be different, you know what I mean? It's
absolutely, yeah.
You know
and that's kind of what I get at. It's not like it's a good thing. Mm-hmm. It's just these are the things that happen. Because at the end of the day, what you're doing in the industry, you're not, it ain't like, okay, well, Papoose got an album coming out. It's like, okay, Papoose is actually head of hip hop at TuneCore.
I see what you're saying,
doing real shit. You know what I mean? It's not like you got that mentality. It's like I'm not stopping here. You know what I mean? This is I'm getting here.
Right.
And then from here, I already know the way you operate. It's like, how could I get here now?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? You're not stuck there. You're moving up again.
And also, what you said that I like is it's inspiring for others who are caught up in that type of lifestyle that, you know, if Papoose can make it out, I can make it out. If the Danza Project can do a successful podcast, I can do a successful podcast. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And possibly change my life. So it's an example that and inspiring to those who might be caught up in trials and tribulations or bad times that I can make it out because he came from here and he made it out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I don't know how the education system is now. I just know that, you know, like some of the stuff that you learn, you don't learn in school. Especially back then. And now having the ability, and you got to think about it, in this era, no internet like that. Like, you know, the internet that I came up with, somebody pick up the phone in the crib, you're offline immediately. You know what I'm saying?
Who's on the phone?
Yeah, and there wasn't, we weren't in the information age coming up. We just, you know, not Gen Z was. True. They're the ones that had cell phones in their hands that they could have access to information at all times to be able to learn and to grow. So we kind of had to learn it a different way.
Hell yeah, man! We had to actually talk to each other.
Yeah.
Nowadays, you see, you in a room full of people, everybody doing this. Word. You know what I'm saying? So, like you said, it was different back then.
Do you feel like that? I'm gonna go out on a limb and call this the worst era of hip hop, right? Be nice. And that laugh tells me you agree with me, right? Do you feel like that is part of it that took it down, right? Because you used to have to get the composition notebook. Or one of these notebooks, right? And then you used to have to write your lyrics.
Yeah, man.
It was an art just to write.
You had to write it, man.
Scribe.
You had to actually write it down. What the fuck do they do now when they write create lyrics?
Chat GPT.
Oh man,
just talk. And it's gonna write everything for you.
Not even that. What about they have it right for you? The fucking
yeah.
Today I want to be selling.
Nah, you could do it, and I could Chat GPT Papoose right now.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean? Like what would be the bars that Papoose would?
Oh yeah, I did it one time. They did a really good job one time.
Yeah,
that pissed me off. It's a treat, but it's like, hold on now, slow down.
But I don't know if it's the worst. He said the worst ever. That's harsh, man.
It's tough. I mean,
it's hard. You got an argument though.
Yeah, I definitely got an argument.
Why? Tell me why. Why you say that?
The love for it is gone from most people. It's more of
for the fans or the artists.
Well, I think back in the day, it didn't matter so much about the popularity. Social media age now, so it's all about popularity. So now people want to have the whatever resonates with the people on the internet, and they will sacrifice their own character.
Yeah.
For a verse.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
They'll give you shock value opposed to giving you the real. I even feel that sometimes when I watch these movies, like dope ass movie, creative ass effects and everything.
I hate series,
but
bro. I hate series. I hate all series.
Do you really?
Bro, I can't.
Long ass movies.
My nigga, like when you watch a movie, right? Okay, you got the plot, you got everything about the movie, the whole shit. You know that you're going to get a good movie. I just feel like, to summarize it, when you get a series, it becomes corny because they gotta keep.
It's like, where's this going?
Doing shit to get a continue. In the movie, I feel like they're giving you their all.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? Pause. I don't know if I should pause that. Probably.
You're right.
But I feel like when they turn it into a series, now they gotta keep making up shit.
Random characters.
Just so it could continue.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I'm saying? And do you understand what I'm saying?
It's
like,
not.
No, absolutely.
To what both of you guys are saying too, what I'm realizing is you're getting a lot of oversaturation. That's a lot of commonly used word, but it's meaningless. It's not as meaningful.
Yeah, man.
Like from the artist, this was something that you probably lived through or experienced firsthand or secondhand at the worst. Something that you knew about. And you were only privy to from your neighborhood and your region of the country. It was meaningful to you and everybody from where you're from. All this shit is like, oh yeah, well I could be in Russia talking about the traps in Atlanta right now, and if it's fire, people gonna say it's fire.
Yeah.
When you saw a dope movie, you knew towards the ending it was gonna get crazy. You knew you was gonna get a good ending. I feel like with a series, they gotta keep niggas alive and shit, just so for the next episode.
Even if they died the last episode.
It's like that shit. I remember when they first started turning everything into a fucking series, I was like, yo, why they doing this shit? Turn the channel.
I'm thinking of Fast and the Furious. Started out like great movies. And then they turned into a series, so they started filling in a bunch of bullshit.
It get weird.
Jumping off a tank, and it's like,
it
definitely does.
You know what I'm saying? So that shit is like, I don't know, bro. Maybe I'm. Is that the old school in me? Because everything is a fucking series now.
No. I mean, it's not really the old school in you. It's just like your preference on it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Sometimes I watch a series, and I enjoy the 50 Cent series that he be putting out, Power and shit like that. But but there's that part of it, right? Is when you watch them, sometimes you're like, that was a bullshit ass episode. You're like, why you had to do, like, some of this shit is just crazy. Well, you know what I mean? Even in BMF, when he got bit by a snake and they had some dude like come up there and like he did the voodoo and got the snake venom out and stuff like that, and he's like, oh man, you don't know what I just seen him. And I'm like, all right, that was
I don't want to.
That was a little too much.
I don't want to down talk those series because those are some of the better.
I mean,
series.
it's successful, right?
Yeah.
They're very successful. Made a lot of people a lot of money. A lot of people from this industry have made a lot of money crossing over into doing that stuff too. So I'm not down talking that, but
shout out to hip hop.
Shout out to hip hop.
We create movie stars.
Hey, but what you're watching is a soap opera. All the novellas of we used to. Your grandmother used to watch when she was watching you, and all the Carry On and But Ramon and all that. Mm-hmm. That's all it is. Just Carry On.
I'm so crazy with it. If I see a movie, if I got a movie that I like and they turn it into a series, I'm not even watching it. I want to remember it like it was.
Yeah.
Word, bro.
Word. That's true though. They're just keeping the essence.